drivers appear to be putting the brakes on buying electric cars, but hybrid car sales are ramping up.
Surveys show many Americans are hesitant to go fully electric because of high prices and a lack of reliable charging infrastructure. Joining us to discuss is Michael Strong, editor at Headlight.News. Thanks for joining us today, Michael.
My pleasure.
So what do you think is behind this hybrid trend? It seems like we are still moving in that EV direction. We always have to clarify that sales aren't down, they're just not growing as much as they were initially. So are hybrids just kind of a stepping stone for people to get comfortable with the whole idea?
That's exactly what they are. People realize that they don't need to hunt for the nearest EV charging station when they can just go to any old gas station and still make it to wherever they need to get to. So it's kind of training wheels for people who may eventually want to move into EVs.
We do like our training wheels. All right, something that can really motivate people typically is money. How much can you save if you try out a hybrid?
Well, they say that actually hybrids are more expensive than gas-powered vehicles because you're essentially getting two powertrain systems. Not only are you getting an electric powertrain, but you're also getting a gas-powered powertrain. So there's a lot of moving parts there that have to interact. So they tend to be a little more pricey, but they're still less expensive than EVs by a factor, well, probably anywhere from 5 to 15%, somewhere in there.
So then what's the selling point? If they're more expensive up front, ideally you're saving some, certainly on gas. What kind of sells it? Is it you have a short commute so you don't have to rely on gas, or are they just overall more expensive?
Well, they're the best of both possible worlds, right? Because if you've got a plug-in EV, you can drive in EV mode for anywhere from 20 to 40 miles. The average American commutes less than 20 miles to work round trip. So you can theoretically drive to and from work and never have to worry about getting gas. But if you need to take a longer trip, you don't have to worry about using different apps to find which are the fastest EV charging stations and will they work, and most importantly, will they work? So everyone gets what they want, and they get it in a reliable package that they understand and they don't have to fuss with.
That will they work sounded like personal experience. So we talked about the sticker price and also a little bit of how that plays on the road. What about insurance? Are there any incentives there if you do go the hybrid route?
Insurance prices are kind of all over the place for these things because they're still trying to get a better sense of what it's going to cost to repair EVs, the initial as well as hybrids, because you're still dealing with those batteries and everything else. So your insurance prices are going to be slightly higher.
So Michael,
at least for now.
Is there any research out there, or maybe even just anecdotally, you can tell us what you've seen? Are people who buy hybrids more likely to go full EV on their next vehicle?
They are typically more likely to go to EVs, maybe not on their next vehicle, but they say that they are moving in that direction. And like I said, this is a chance for them to get a sense of how does it work? Am I comfortable doing this? Can I get in the habit of charging at home? That's one of the great selling points of EVs is that you can charge every day or every other day, and every day you leave, you have a full tank of gas, so to speak. So now, will you get in the habit of doing that every day, or will you remember to do that every day? This is a good way to start sorting through those issues and finding out if it's really for you, or you're going to need more training, so to speak.
All right, I think we learned a lot here. Michael Strong, editor with Headlight.News. Thanks so much for your time this evening. We appreciate it.